all these are being recorded, and so they'll be accessible on YouTube. So let's begin. I hope that you got a chance to watch or practice along with the last class. If not, you can pick up on it, of course, again. But what we're exploring here fundamentally is the Tao. So we're exploring that which cannot be described. And a couple of times ago, we worked with color, with the bright colors of the organs, and then the pastel colors, where the colors are still there, but they're becoming more porous. And that's sort of the trajectory of a lot of breathing earth Qigong, is moving from form to formlessness and back again. And then last time it was focused on stillness. So form is said to be comprised of shape and color. So we did the color. Today we're going to do shape. But a couple times, last time ago, we did stillness and motion. So stillness is a quality of the Tao, of the unborn, that which is not born and that which does not die. The quality is stillness, where the quality of impermanence is motion, which requires space and time. Other qualities of the Tao are have to do with hearing, sound, and silence. So sound has to do with impermanence, with form, with the world of space and time. And silence has to do with formlessness or stillness, the quality of stillness. If there's stillness, then there's silence. And then with touch, moving through the senses, with touch, the boundless quality of touch is are the different levels of body. So more increasingly subtle levels of body. Body being a manifestation of form. And then as the body becomes more and more subtle, more and more porous, more and more diffuse and radiant and bigger, then one approaches more the quality of the Tao. So today we'll be doing some with shape, and shape in Qigong means posture. So standing mountain is a shape. It's a form that we hold the body in. And embracing the tree is a shape. And we'll see that these shapes have corollaries in mental states. So physical position plays with mental state or mental stream. So that's what we'll be working with today. So the reason that we begin with this shape is because it's teaching the mind to drop down into the body and to let the thoughts become more diffuse and bring the attention more into the sensations of this shape. So for grounding, obviously, we would take this shape as opposed to this shape. Okay? It has a totally different effect on the mental state, on the mood. And then as we kind of soften from standing mountain into standing one position, the mind is then moving within this, with this body. So the body mind is more contained. And we know that because of where the hands are, where the palms are facing. So this is why body language is so important. Because the body is actually guiding the mood or the mind. So sometimes with beginners, I'll say to them, let's just say that, you know, you're the hero of a country western song and everything's gone wrong in your life, and you just got a divorce and your truck broke down and your dog died, and how would you stand how you would stand if that was a condition, mental condition, and everyone goes like this? Because that's the corollary of that mood. Okay, and then I would say, now let's say you just met the partner of your dreams and it's a gorgeous, beautiful day and you just won the lottery and everything's great. What body posture would you take now? And everybody goes like this. Okay? So you wouldn't do this if you were feeling like this, and vice versa. And so in this way, we can use the shape of the body or the posture to affect our mood, our mental state, and our spiritual awareness. It's available, let's use it. So let's begin by bowing to the teachings, to the practice. And here, so we're placing our hands together. So this is yin and yang, left and right, opposites united at the level of the heart. And then showing reverence, making ourselves a little lower. So the body expresses the gratitude. Okay, let's go ahead now and bow to the directions, beginning with north. And east. And south. And west. Above. Below. Within. And start with Trembling Mountain for a couple of minutes. If there's a little bit of mental activity, if there's a little bit of thinking, just intensify the movement. Okay, on the count of 3, let's stop. 1, 2, 3. I think you all know the abbreviated form of that is just with the hands. And so if ever you need to release some of that, you can just do this. Okay, let's loosen the neck and shoulders. And opening the lungs, the chest. Now, if we practiced opening the 7 gates, this is the 5th gate, but you can feel the echo on all the other gates just by doing this one. Or this is the 4th gate, excuse me. Let's shift onto the left foot. And when you're steady, lift the right leg. When you're ready, then touch. We're going to do a move now that has to do with the subject for today. So to dip the knees and come up and just rest the hands on the table. Okay, and then withdraw and down and dip the knees and up. Withdraw, down, up, and rest. Withdraw, down, up, rest. And now to the right first, we're going to push back and look at the hands. Come back, rest. Now left side, push back, rest. Repeat. There's a turning at the waist, and the eyes are following the hands. Let's do one more on each side. And we're going to touch into this again a little later. But just for now, we'll go with the practical use of this. What does this mean? How can we use this? So this means this is now. This is how it is. This is now. It's like, sort of like, calm down. This is now. Okay? And now this one, that was then. Okay? Other side, that was then. This is now. That was then. This is now. So the contemplation is, we're just going to stand for a moment in the now and let there arise for us in the heart something that we want to let go of. Something that bothers us, been bothering us. It's an annoyance. It keeps coming up. It happened in the past. Something unskillful that maybe that I said or did. Something that happened that I could have done better at. Or something that someone did or said to me that still bothers me. And if nothing comes to mind right away, you can just let any incident from the past, it can be unimportant, walking the dog earlier in the day, whatever it is, because the past is constantly intruding on the present moment. Okay? So start with, this is now. Bring to mind something from the past that you would like to put back where it belongs. And then you go to the right side and watch your hands. That was then. And then in breath, this is now. Some silly song that gets stuck in your mind, something you saw on TV or something that you want to just put in the past. Okay, here we go. Get it clear. It can be a neutral thing too. It's just something in the past. Okay? This is now. That was then. In breath. This is now. That was then. This is now. Even if there's no content, it's okay. That was then. This is now. Out breath. That was then. In breath. With the out breath, the eyes can close if you want. In breath, eyes open. Okay, let's do one more on each side. Another version of that that's very powerful is boat rowing in the stream of air. And so this is without necessarily the contemplative content, just the motion. So in breath. The arms extend behind the body. It's like we're the prow of a boat, canoe or kayak or something, moving through the stream of air, or the stream of time. So it's past, present moment, past, present moment, past, present moment. And let's reduce the movements. And then just go into this Tai Chi move, this breath meditation. Being born, dying. Being born, dying. Form, boundlessness. Form, boundlessness. In breath, out breath. Okay, let's segue into crane walks the riverbank. So starting with the right hand up. Because everything's happening at the same time, isn't it? And we'll lift the knee of the opposite hand that's front. Let's reduce the movements. And then cover the dantians. All right, so let's move into another shape, posture. So touching heaven, touching earth. So the palms are facing each other. And using your mind, extend the upper reach as high as possible, and the lower reach all the way into the earth. Just allow the truth of this posture to reveal itself, that this being is rooted in the earth and connected to the stars. Okay, and now let's bring these together, form and formlessness, mingling together in this being, this body. And now let's switch the hands. Extend all the way up, all the way down. And now return. So this is the angel in the bones. This is spirit and matter. Stillness and motion. Formlessness and form. Sound and silence. Touch and the boundless body. And now this one. The universal hug. Embracing all that is. And taking that verticality of the first part and opening it up into a radiant field of awareness. This is the accordion. Now we bring this in. We compact all of this into the microcosm, into the body. And then let's repeat. There's still the vertical, and now there is this radiance with the heart at the center. And the radiance, the luminosity is flickering light and dark at a very, very, very fast clip. So it makes it luminous. Okay, and so bringing that in, And then repeat. So this is sort of fanning out the deck of cards, all black and white, alternating the ladder up the spine, spreading it out all the way up. And then this is compressing all the black and the white up and the down. And then again, opening present moment. And let's just do a few more. Focusing now more on the movement. So there's no stopping. This is constantly moving. And let's do one more. And just a little bit of this is now. And just with that movement that we just did, is touching heaven, touching earth. So exhale, that was then. This is now. That was then. Now. That was then. So let's go ahead and take your seat. Let's take a minute or two. And you can either use the hand motions. This is now. That was then. Or you can imagine them or remember them. And just bring it to mind, bring to your heart a habit that you have or a memory, something from the past that intrudes on its own into the present. And practice, that was then, this is now. And go as slowly as you wish. Let's take a few more breaths. Okay, and let's go into now it's moving along with shapes again, postures. This is the heart meditation is taught to me by teacher Lee. And we'll just go through it. Begin with the Zongtian movement. So the hands come up, the begging dog, and then put the palms together. He said it's as if you have a blade of grass between your thumbs and you're going to blow and make a sound. It's blow into the space between the thumbs. And then back down to rest. Okay, let's do that together. The Zongtian movement. So, in breath. Then blow. Next one, we'll go to the movement that is opening the heart, but he called it satellite dish. So, in breath. Open. Hands are open. This is like a sunflower. So we're opening the third eye, opening to the light of the cosmos, like a sunflower facing the light. The forehead is open, hands are open, chest is open, the heart is open. With the in-breath, we're breathing in the light of the sun, the moon, the stars, filling the whole body. With the out-breath, it radiates in all directions. Take a couple more breaths. And then fold back. And back to the rest position, hands on your knees. You can do the Lan Fa if you want to. Okay, next one. Start with a begging dog. Hands come up. Open. Love descends on me is the name of this move. This is focusing the column of light. Love descends on me, fills the body, fills every cell. Coming through the crown of the head and down, filling the body. Okay, let's come back down and rest. Just going to tell you a little story about that movement. For many years, I spent a lot of time in hospice, sitting with people who were dying. And there was a very elderly gentleman who had brain cancer and who had Alzheimer's and who had been unresponsive for months. And he was very near his time of death. And I sat with him a long time and I talked to him. He was a farmer, so I talked to him about that. And then I said to him something like, well, death is just a natural thing, because we were talking about the seasons, or I was. And in that very moment, this man who had not moved in months sat straight up in his bed and he did this. And he held this position probably a long time, 30 seconds. And then he went back, settled back in his bed, and he died that night. So the power of the shape, the power of the posture, the form of the body to express or create a mood or a mind state. In this case, he was embracing the channel, wasn't he? He was embracing the column of light that went infinitely up. This man who couldn't move. So the body is what spoke. So the next one, come up with begging dog, palms together. And this is called supreme truth. And this is what he said was, this is directing an intention upward, or asking a question, or looking for guidance. That's what this shape indicates. Appealing to our higher nature, to our deep wisdom. And he said that the answer will always come, but it may take a while. So you can present something that you need clarity on, or an intention for the future or something, with this shape. And then the last one, we come down, just resting at the heart level. This is called unraveling the heart. And he says this posture or gesture, this is bringing all of that into this body-mind in this moment. Sort of compressing the experience into the middle dantian. Let's take a few more breaths. Okay, the begging dog. And then the Zongtian movement again. Palms together, blow into the hands. And then rest. Check that the body's relaxed. And when you're sitting in stillness, in sitting meditation, if you like, you can call to mind any of these shapes, these postures, to give more power to whatever you're intending. Whether it's releasing something to the past or opening to what is, touching heaven or touching earth, whatever it may be. It's not a problem that the physical body is sitting still, and a more transparent body is holding a different shape or moving. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Let's take a few more breaths. And maybe wiggle your toes a little, move your fingers, and just notice, if you will, notice the state of the body and the breath and the mind. Okay, now let's do the removing glasses movement. Ready? So, any questions or comments? Good to see you all.
We have a question.
You have a question?
In
Yeah.
unison.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stephen. One day late. Happy birthday to you.
And many more. Thank you. Thank you. Very sweet. Very sweet. Yes, I'm 71 yesterday. Thank you.
Oh.
Bonnie, I passed you.
Oh, no. You got 5 years to go and you'll catch me.
How's everybody doing? Okay?
Oh, this was wonderful, Steve.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Good.
Yeah.
Whatever can contribute to the health, you know? Yeah. Okay. Well, Teacher Lee was this guy who came through. Trisha, you brought him to Madison. Oh, man. 25 years ago. A few times. And he was actually from China, mainland China, and he was a movie star in China. He was a kung fu, like world-class kung fu expert, and they were very into, you know, kung fu movies and so on. So he was very, very famous. He was visited, the story goes that he tells he was visited at his house. He had an apartment in the city, and then he had a house somewhere, you know, in the country somewhere. And out of nowhere, this old man came to him and pounded on the door at night. And Li Zhongfeng was his name. He opened the door and let him in, and the old man was a Qi master. And he said, I've been looking for you. You're to be the next Qi master. And he had no idea what he was talking about. He didn't know what Qigong was. But the man stayed all night and convinced him. And he quit his lucrative movie star career and traveled the world. And I think he still is, teaching Qigong. And he taught us a lot of really cool things. And that heart meditation is one of them. So that's where that's from. Okay. Well, we seem to be at a core group now. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have like 6, 8, 10 people. But other people watch it because I'll put it on YouTube and other people watch it. So
There's 15 people here. Can you see 15?
15?
Yeah.
No.
I see 4 times 3.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a little down arrow. Oh, okay. Look at that. Well, that's cool. How about that?
More new.
Well, let me change view here. There, gallery view. There, that's better. I think we better stop